everybody. This is Ginger. This is Ginger's Chat Show, and it's Monday, November 3rd. Uh, Allergies are not fun this time of year because the cottonwoods are blowing. Anyway, uh, here's a couple of things before I go into the main talk. Uh, this coming week, this coming Wednesday and Friday, I will not be doing my chat show. I'm going to be out of town. And I'll be back and do the regular chat try again. Chat session week from today. Sorry, I couldn't get it out. I did have one of those mornings that things don't want to work correctly. Um, so, so I'll put out a reminder on Wednesday morning. I'll post a note and to remind you again. Now, some of us over the weekend did switch back to standard time. I had a real hard time on Sunday. Just trying to adjust. I slept better today. Or I slept better last night and this morning. I slept so much better. This going back and forth every 6 months type thing is ridiculous now. Because now farmers have more advanced equipment and everything when they need to harvest and lighting and everything. And good majority of them get up at 5-ish in the morning to go, get started on their day. So really, going back and forth is not really necessary. Many of us here in Washington State want to stay on daylight savings time. Because we're closer to northern part of North America. So we're trying to push again to get this switched. Really, since Trump says, well, we'll let the states make up their own minds. He's forgetting a lot of the stuff that when this daylight saving time thing was enacted, that they have to get federal permission to switch to stay permanent on the daylight saving time back and forth crap. But we're pushing on it. And because it's really stressful on a lot of people, okay? They have to adjust. Kids don't do so well when they're having to change because they're so used to a certain time rhythm and everything. And they said this is not healthy for the human sleep system. Okay, now I got that part done. Now to the main conversation that happened over the weekend. Of course, the LA Dodgers won their World Series again. Congratulations, LA. They won last year. This year, the Mariners came so close to being in the World Series. Of course, we got knocked out by Toronto. Toronto, I felt they were kind of cheated on during the World Series. I really do. LA again won. Toronto was, in some ways, I was not very happy with the umpire calls. I was rooting for Toronto. I want them to win. Okay, they have a 33-year drought. Well, it'll be 34 next year. 33-year drought of not winning the World Series. The last time they won the World Series was in 1993. It was against New York Mets. This year, I felt that they were somewhat cheated on it. Because the one call that was made that I thought, per the rules, that the catcher has to have his foot on the plate in order to tag somebody out. He was outside the plate when he caught the ball. His foot was not on the plate. Now, they really need to review all the rules again. They really do. Every team. And I hope next year the Mariners will be in the World Series. I really do. If the Toronto Blue Jays have won, that would have been really sweet for them. It would have been a nice present for them. So, next year. Many of the players now have scattered to the winds. They are now enjoying their break. A lot of them have worked really hard. Many of them had very, very long seasons. And so they're really taking a break. And they deserve it. Now the next one is Taco Donnie. He sits there and he complains, well, I have to work on a Sunday and everything else. I go, really? You never really worked in a day in your life. And people say you're disrespecting Trump because he's president. I go, he's not my president. He's been disrespecting the people of the United States. He's disrespecting everybody. Literally everybody. Including those in the red states. Red states now are waking up. Because he's running roughshod over them now. And even up here in the state of Washington, we're stepping in to help with the SNAP program. Trump only says, well, I'll only pay partial of it. You have to pay all of it, Trump. All of it. This is federal law. It's in concrete. So, I would strongly suggest that you push Congress to reopen the government again. Swear in the Democratic representative from Arizona, swear her back in. And Mike Johnson, stop being so damn stupid. I don't care if you're a speaker. You have to follow the rules. If you're not following them, you're just like Taco Donnie out there. I'm sorry I'm shouting. But it really teased me off that we elect people like Mike Johnson or Trump or whoever, and they don't do their jobs properly. We elect them to represent us. They're supposed to be working for you and me. Okay? Now, those that live in red states, I suggest you start cracking the whip at them and say, do your job properly. If you don't, you're out the door. And people have been saying for a long time, for some reason, Trump never took responsibility on following the laws and rules. His father says, don't take responsibility for anything. Well, that's a stupid advice, okay? Because that could bite you. And it's biting him now, okay? Both personal health-wise and whatever he does. He also, over this weekend, he did a Great Gatsby themed party down at Mar-a-Lago, where really he should have waited and he should have opened the government, everything back on track, and then he could have a party. But no, he's acting like like some teenagers that party when mom and dad are gone. See? So Trump sits there and he complains. He whines and complains. All the other previous presidents that we had, they never did that. They took planned vacations. Like President Obama, he did his once a year. Every Christmas, they celebrate Christmas first few days in the White House, or at the White House, and then on Christmas Day they fly to uh, well, just after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, he flies to Hawaii and takes a week to vacation, take a break, because everybody wants to take a break. Okay? And Trump sits there and goes, well, Obama's not working. He's playing around. No, President Obama worked almost a full, he worked every day. And that trip was planned. It was planned way in advance. Okay? They need to take a break. Now, some presidents don't go out of the country. Well, Hawaii is part of the United States, but some presidents go to Camp David. But Camp David, a lot of times they get a lot of snow up there. Unless they like to play in the snow and everything and make it more Christmassy there, that's fine, you know. But some prefer to uh, go somewhere else, like President Obama goes to his native Hawaii. He was born there. Um, so he goes there once a year, and he served 8 years as president. Too bad he couldn't serve another term. But per the law, per the Constitution, you can only serve 2 terms. 2 terms. Okay? Trump doesn't seem to understand this. And he's being stupid, as always. And his enablers are being stupid. Now, the other one enabler I'd like to see gone and thrown in the pokey is Stephen Miller. Okay? I'd like to see him, Noam, and Bondi in jail because they broke federal laws. Okay? They don't want due process for anybody. Well, you know what? They should be thrown in jail and threatened with no due process either and see what happens. And of course, as you know, Trump's behavior is getting worse and worse every day. You see it. Midas Touch is doing an excellent job of keeping tabs on what Taco Donnie is doing. And also, some of the other podcasters are saying, hey, this needs to be addressed. I can understand the cabinet why they're not removing Trump because of his behavior, his wandering, all the doing the dumb things. Okay, I don't understand it either. Sooner or later it's going to bite them. It really is. It will. Well, look, during the Nixon's time, eventually some of his cabinet went to prison. His attorney general went to prison. I think a couple of other people, and then a couple of people on his staff, because they broke the law. So, Trump's the one that needs to be leashed. Stephen Miller needs to be given a boot. Okay. We need to push back. And this election on November 5th, this is off year elections. Like New York governor, New York mayor, and governor of Virginia. A couple of other races. Vote for them. Vote Democratic. Don't vote GOP. Don't vote MAGA. vote Democrat. You'll be thanking yourself later on this. I don't mind progressive stuff because it does good things. It helps everybody. What I do mind is MAGA saying they're stomping over everybody else's rights. They're the ones that need to be stomped back. Now, the other thing I kind of find it funny, and I see it occasionally on YouTube, especially in the shorts, short video, the ICE is being trolled. They're being followed, they're being trolled, okay? And they're being put in their place. And many of the police department, depends on what city it's in, are arresting the ICE that break the law. And police are also arresting people that try to be law enforcement. And they got in trouble for that. So, anyway, reminder, I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be doing my chat on Wednesday and Friday. I'll be out of town. I'll do a reminder again Wednesday morning. Okay. And I want you guys to have a good week. Root for your favorite teams. Do what you ever have to do. Get ready for Thanksgiving. Because the holidays are here. They're going to be here. And, just stay safe more than anything. And I will see you guys a week from this Monday. Which is I think the 10th. Hold on a second. There's a new feature on Opera and it plays music, and I don't want the music to show up on my video. Let's see. My phone is going bonkers. Let's see. Hold on a second. I'll be resuming my chat on November 10th. Okay? That's the day before Veterans Day. So we'll be discussing that. Other than that, have a good week. Take care. Love to all. Stay safe. Be sure to insist, persist, and push back. And I will talk to you on next Monday, November 10th. Okay? See you later, and thanks for watching. Oh, and I need more subscribers on my YouTube channel. Okay? Love you all. Bye-bye.